All right, we're back on the docket for the afternoon, and we will begin with the first appearance docket, then we'll go to the hearing docket. And we will start with Laurinette Morton. Where's Miss Morton?
Judge, Miss Morton is here at Maine. Come on up, Miss Morton.
All right, Ms. Morton, you're before the court on an old KPS from 2013 on a petty theft charge, right? So I find probable cause.
Judge, my understanding, Miss Morton advised me,
Uh-huh.
she did not realize she missed a court date. She didn't get anything in the mail. My understanding, Judge, as you said, this is a 2013 offense. Right now, Judge, considering the age of the offense, this is a non-violent offense. She did advise me she will be coming back to court. I'm going to be asking if the court would consider an ROR on her behalf.
All right. I'll grant the ROR, but Ms. Morton, the first thing I need to let you know is to make sure that they have your correct address, because this says 1281 Southwest 11th Street in Deerfield Beach. If that's not where you currently live, you need to make sure that the clerk's office has the correct address. Otherwise, another KPS will be issued. Do you
That's what I
understand that?
advise her.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
She's going to go down to the clerk's office, Judge, and update her address.
So I'll ROR you on this one because of the age of the KPS, and you need to make sure you take care of this. All right. Maria Rodriguez.
She's here, Judge, at Maine.
Ms. Rodriguez is before the court on one charge of DUI, alcohol, or drugs, and I find probable cause.
Judge, my understanding, I'm going to be asking the court to consider releasing her ROR. My understanding is this is her first contact with the criminal justice system. If the state can confirm that, that's what we'll be asking. If not, if it's inaccurate, then we're going to be asking the court just to leave it alone, and I'm going to be getting in touch with her mother to post her bond.
Right, did I hear she has no other charges? All right, I'll grant the ROR at this time.
Thank you, Judge. Make sure and look out for your notice in the mail, okay? And come back.
And that means I just gotta come back to court.
Yes, you do, 100%.
All right, Brittany Solomon. Where Ms. Solomon is before the court on one charge of fraud, insurance fraud, and I find probable cause. I'll hear from anyone who wishes to be heard.
Judge, can we see if her bond's been posted?
It has been? Okay, her bond has been posted, so $1,000 bond has been posted. All right, Sonny John.
Mr. John is here present, Judge. He's approaching. Mr. John, this way, sir. He's approaching, and Judge, he declined the services of public defender. He informed me he will be hiring his own attorney, or he informed my colleague.
All right. All right, Mr. John, you have 8 traffic capuses, and I find probable cause and the bonds that are in place. It looks like the judge ROR'd you on number 1, but you have a $2,000 bond on 2, a $500 bond on 3 and 4 and 5. Number 6 has a $100 bond, number 7 has a $250 bond, and number 8 has a $250 bond.
Okay, can you see if my bond was posted, Judge?
Confinement. She's looking. No, it's not showing that it's been posted, sir. All right, Everett Johnson? I'm sorry?
All right, Judge, these warrants was, these warrants was placed after I went to court. These warrants was from something out
I,
of complete left field.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but you have bonds that you have to post, sir. Everett Johnson?
Mr. Johnson, come on up, please. He's a person, Judge.
Mr. Johnson, you're before the court on a misdemeanor KPS, and I find probable cause.
Judge, it's me, Mr. Johnson. He wishes to resolve this matter today.
Withhold court cause.
All right,
He wishes to accept the state's offer, Judge.
all right. And just so you know, sir, this, the charge is driving with an expired driver's license more than 6 months. That's the charge, okay? So withholding court costs. All right, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes,
Okay, you can put your hand down. And do you understand the offer that has been extended to you?
yes, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No,
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
no,
Do you need any more time to speak with your attorney?
no,
You understand that you have the right to go to trial, but by taking a plea today, you are giving up that right.
yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been treated for mental or emotional illness?
No,
And do you understand, sir, that if you are not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea today, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes?
yeah,
What plea do you wish to enter at this time, guilty or no contest?
no contest.
I accept your no contest plea. I find that it's freely and voluntarily given, and your sentence is a withhold adjudication and court cost. Good luck, sir.
Well, thank you.
All right, Frankie DeReese.
Mr. DeRusso, Judge, is approaching. He advises us that he's going to hire his own attorney, Divine Services Public Defender.
All right, Mr. DeReese, you're before the court. Charge 1 is DUI, alcohol, or drugs. The other 2, 3, and 4 are traffic infractions that are not for magistrate. I find probable cause. Does Mr. DeReese have any prior?
Checking that right now.
You work? Would you take on both of those sections?
Mr.
What? Without 500, do you get assistance from the government? Do you own any properties? So if you know it's in the 15-week precedent plan. No, it's a 15-week precedent.
Mr. Warren?
Do you get?
Just traffic-related priors, Judge.
All right, Mr. DeReese, you have a $500 bond, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Darnell Davis. All right, Mr. Davis, you have a municipal ordinance violation for disorderly conduct, and I find probable cause. All right, have you spoken to him?
I've spoken with
I believe he has a request of the court.
All right, all right. What is the request that you have, sir?
I would like to try to resolve this today.
Does Mr. Davis have any priors, and do you have an offer for him?
Judges.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a
That's-
municipal
that's what I
ordinance,
thought.
sorry. All right, so, Mr. Davis, if you wish to resolve your case today, I'll sentence you to time served. All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, and do you understand the offer that I've extended to you?
Yes.
If you have any questions, now is the time to ask it, because you kind of hesitated a while ago.
No questions, ma'am.
All right. Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Do you need any more time to speak with an attorney?
No, ma'am.
You understand that you have the right to go to trial, but by taking a plea today, you are giving up that right.
I understand.
Have you ever been treated for mental or emotional illness?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand, sir, that if you are not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea today, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes?
Yes, I understand.
What plea do you wish to enter at this time, guilty or no contest?
No contest.
I accept your no contest plea. I find that is freely and voluntarily given. Your sentence serves adjudication and time served. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Alonzo Cabrera.
Private counsel.
All right, Mr. Cabrera, you are before the court for charge one is DUI, alcohol or drugs. Number two is DUI with a breath level greater than .15, and I find probable cause.
Good evening, Mr. Joseph.
All right, state, do you wish to be heard?
So that,
Yeah, no, I know, I'm asking the state if they want to be heard, sir.
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Cabrera, you have a total bond of $1,500, okay? All right, Alex Dubison,
I believe North Broward.
He's a medical research, Your Honor.
all right. Thank you. And then Devin Lewis. Mr. Lewis, you're before the court on one charge of false ID given to law enforcement. Number two is possession of alprazolam. Number three, possession of oxycodone. Number four, driving while license suspended. Second offense. Number five, unlawful speed. Number six, out-of-county felony hold. That is a no bond hold. That is not for magistrate. Number seven is a misdemeanor KPS. That has a $250 bond. There is a number eight, a felony violation of probation. That judge imposed a $7,500 bond. And then number nine is a violation of probation with a no bond hold. All right, I find probable cause.
Judge, considering he has no bond holds and he's going to see his judge on Monday, nothing can happen with defense.
All right, so I'll leave the standard bonds in place, and you will see your judge on Monday, okay? Jerry Joseph,
Mr. Joseph, come on up, please.
Mr. Joseph is before the court on charge one, driving while license suspended. Number two, unsecured tag. That's a traffic infraction and not for magistrate. And then 3, 4, and 5 are felony cases. Those all have no bond holds and are not for magistrate. I find probable cause, and I'll leave the bond in place on one, and you will see your division judge on Monday at 8:30.
Good luck, sir.
Jason Griffin,
Mr. Griffin, come on up, please.
Your Honor,
yes.
I'll wait till he gets up there. Your Honor, I'm gonna ask that this matter be reset for tomorrow. What's going on, count one is a felony battery, domestic violence. He hasn't had his first appearance on it. What happened was, because domestic violence are only heard in the morning, the clerk set this non-domestic violence for this afternoon. while count
Oh,
one is
because I
set for
was
tomorrow.
wondering why there was a line drawn. through
Yeah,
it.
and Your Honor, the state's position for uniformity, since he's gonna be held no bond on the domestic violence anyways, Judge Rodriguez should handle both charges together at the same time.
All right, so we'll reset for tomorrow. All right, did we handle Terrell Hill this morning?
We did.
Uh, Oh, okay, all right. I thought that was me. Mr. Hill. All right, we'll delete Mr. Hill. All right, and so on our, let's start with the misdemeanor docket. We have two other municipal ordinance violations. Christopher Backman,
Mr. Backman, come on up, please. He's approaching Judge Munoz for it.
all right. Good afternoon, Mr. Backman. Mr. Backman is on a municipal ordinance. Is there something else holding him in custody? No? He was ROR'd on something? What? Yeah? Okay. Okay. All right, so Mr. Beckman, you have two municipal ordinance matters that are outstanding. I've been told that you were ROR'd on a trespassing case. What do you want to do with these matters today,
I
sir?
was in the hospital when my court date was up. My first one, my open container, and my second one, I got soaking wet, and it just the ticket disintegrated. I couldn't read the date for the second hearing.
All right, that's okay. So the question is, what do you want to do with with these two municipal ordinance today? You can resolve them, or do you want to come back to court to?
Resolve them. Go home. Resolve them. I plead no contest.
Okay, well, you know
Yes.
that this is only for the two open container cases.
Yes.
You have a trespassing matter that I'm told that you were ROR'd on. That's not before me today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So if you wish to resolve these two cases, I'll sentence you to adjudication and time served. Do you wish to accept that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
understand everything that we've discussed here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have the right to go to trial, but by taking a plea today, you are giving up that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been treated for mental or emotional illness?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand, sir, that if you are not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea today it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes?
Yes, ma'am. I am a United States citizen. I was born in 1957
Okay,
in Akron, Ohio.
okay. I'm just required to make sure that that's not an
Yes,
issue,
ma'am.
okay? All right,
Yes, ma'am.
so what plea do you wish to enter at this time? Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I accept your no contest plea. I find that it's freely and voluntarily given, and I'm gonna sentence you to adjudication and time served. Now, remember, I said this is only for the municipal ordinance violations of the
Yes,
open
ma'am.
container, okay? I'll waive the court cost on both of them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, our Creole interpreter is here. And she's here on Mr. Pierre Lefranc on page 5 of the second look docket. He was here this morning
Yeah,
because he had an extradition hold, or an immigration hold. But he also has some other charges, and since Mr. Linder informed me that those charges have been filed, I thought we should let.
Wait. We're talking about different people now. Pierre Lefranc is here on a second look hearing for DWS.
but he was here this morning.
I think,
For an ad
yeah.
charge and immigration.
What happened, Your Honor,
Oh.
was When he was put on the second look,
Yes,
the immigration hold hadn't been added to him yet.
okay.
It has since, and that's why he appeared before you this morning.
I'm sorry, Ms. Sinaj, we're saying a lot of
Yeah.
things that we, do you swear or affirm to interpret from Creole to English and English to Creole?
I do. Vivian Senage.
All right, so, where do we start? All right, Mr. LaFranc is here for a second look on his bond status.
Deuxième fois pour caution li,
However,
mais
this morning he was here for an
Matin,
ad charge for immigration
te
hold.
la pou yon accusation yo ajoute paske yo kembel pou immigration.
And that immigration hold is a no bond hold.
Alors, sa yo depose pou immigration an, li pa kalifiye pou yo bali caution.
So at this time, I am not going to make any changes to the
Alors,
bonds.
pour le moment, pa fè aucun changement pou caution an.
I will leave the bonds in place on this charge.
Alors, m'a kite caution an jan liye a.
Okay. All right, is there anyone else who
Est-ce
needed
que-
the Creole interpreter?
Est-ce que gen l'autre moun ki bezwen interprète créole?
No, Judge.
All right. Thank you. All right, Anthony Warren.
He's approaching, Judge, he's here at Maine.
All right, sir, you're before the court because you were arrested on October 4th, and you have a possession of drug paraphernalia case. Was there something else when Mr. Warren came in?
There was, he resolved his DOP, he's county sentenced till June 7th of next year. If he wants to resolve this case, the offer would be adjudication time served.
Okay.
He does. Do you wish to accept the
Yes,
time,
I do, yes, I do.
All right, so Mr. Warren, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, you can put your hand down, and do you understand the offer that has been extended to you?
Yes, I do.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Do you need any more time to speak with your attorney?
No, ma'am.
You understand that you have the right to go to trial, but by taking a plea today, you are giving up that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been treated for mental or emotional illness?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand, sir, that if you are not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea today, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what plea do you wish to enter at this time?
Contest.
I accept your no contest plea. I find that it's freely and voluntarily given. Your sentence, sir, is adjudication and time served. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Paul Jaliba.
Conti, Your Honor.
I have, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Jaliba was arrested on October 7th.
Mr. Jaliba had the trespassing at the airport that he was there for a sleepover.
Oh.
I was trying to resolve it today, ma'am, if I could.
What, does he have anything else holding him in custody?
I think this is it. I think it was just.
I remember
court
the
was- I
conversation.
think, yeah.
All right, is there an offer for him?
Yes, just one moment.
Did he did he sign up for the public defender's office? Or did
I
he?
actually did.
Oh, okay.
Just, yeah, offered be adjudication time served.
I take it.
Does he have priors?
He does, but he's got a theft, but is a violation of injunction 2018. But before that, 2013, a battery with priors.
All right, Mr. Jaliba, I'll sentence you to adjudication and time served if you wish to resolve your case today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, please raise your right hand.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, you can put your hand down. And do you understand everything we've discussed here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Do you need any more time to speak with your attorney?
No, ma'am.
You understand that you have the right to go to trial, but by taking a plea today, you are giving up that right.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been treated for mental or emotional illness?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand, sir, that if you are not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea today, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes?
Yes, ma'am.
What plea do you wish to enter at this time? Your options are guilty
Time
or no
served.
contest.
No contest.
I accept your no contest plea. I find that it's freely and voluntarily given, and your sentence serves adjudication time served. No return.
Well, I was just gonna say, just to avoid having to go through this again, if you could just make sure Mr. Jaliba understands, if he goes back to that airport, he's probably gonna get arrested on a trespass.
Right. So you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You cannot go back because you'll be trespassed. You'll be.
If I went back to go get a
No,
airline,
no if.
Don't go back.
There
All
is
right, got
there
it.
is no if. There's don't go back. You understand that?
All right, ma'am.
All right. No return. Yes, thank you. Julia Tricarico.
Paul Run.
All right, ma'am, you were arrested on October 8th on a DUI and operating without a valid license. How much bond does Miss?
No, I'm showing 3,500, Your Honor. It's 1 count of DUI, 3 counts property damage.
Oh, 3 counts.
Yes.
Oh.
I've been advised by pretrial she has no history.
All right. So, Miss Tricarico, is that how you say your last name? Is that correct? Tricarico. All right. I'll release you to pretrial supervision. And today's Friday, and you're up at the North facility. So by Monday morning, you need to report to the pretrial office. Do you understand that? Pretrial is instead of posting that $3,500 bond, I'm taking away that requirement and putting you on pretrial. 'Cause, you're looking like you didn't understand what that means. So you'll be on pretrial supervision. They are not open on the weekend, so this is why I'm telling you that on Monday morning, you need to go to that office and sign up. If you don't go, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right? And while you're on pretrial, no alcohol or no intoxicants, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, on our felony docket, Katrina Burgess.
Paul Run.
All right, my notes say she was arrested August 28th, is that correct?
26th. But either way.
In August.
Either way, it's a motion release. We've not filed an information. She is entitled to a release on this charge.
All right, so Ms. Burgess, you are entitled to an ROR, so I'll sign that order at this time. And you need to make sure you stay in touch with your attorneys.
Well, Your Honor,
Okay.
here's the issue.
Does she have other things holding her?
I'm
Yes, she
showing a
does.
no bond out of state hold.
Oh,
So even with this ROR,
And a no bond violation of probation hold.
yes, that too, out of,
And a $4,500 out of county hold.
yeah, so, I mean,
so I don't know if this ROR will release her to any of those other.
that's the thing. This $1,000 bond is really the least of it compared to
Yeah.
the other 3.
All right, so you tell me what you want to do.
I know if you are on me, I know I have to stay in custody because I have the other out-of-state homes.
Right. Right.
I understand that.
All right, so you know that even if the state later on files this charge, you're gonna stop getting credit for time served. That's what that means if I grant the ROR today.
Okay.
That means after today, whatever time, however long you've been in, today's gonna be the cutoff because I grant that ROR. So you will not continue to get credit for time served. So that's why
Okay.
I'm saying it's up to you what you want me to do. I can sign it or not sign it.
Your Honor?
You can sign it.
Well, I just want to also put on the record, her VOP before Judge Duffy, her next hearing isn't set until October 30th.
Oh, wow.
Because even if she got ROR, or if the VOP went away, she could get brought to Palm Beach County, and then the extradition matter would be out of Palm Beach, I suspect. But she's definitely not seeing Judge Duffy until October 30th.
All right, Ms. Burgess, here's what I'll say to you. I'll say it again. You're not gonna be out of custody.
I understand
You
that.
don't see your judge until October 30th. I don't have to sign that, I don't have to sign this today. So,
But the case still hasn't been filed. I've been arrested since August 26th. The case hasn't been filed. Every time I go to court, they keep resetting me. This is the only thing that's holding me back for the other county to come pick me up.
I don't know. All right, I'll grant the order. I'll sign the order. Okay?
All right, thank
All right.
you.
All right, McCason Laguirre?
County, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good afternoon, sir. How are
I
you?
apologize. Good afternoon. Yes, ma'am.
No apologies, it's okay. Mr. Laguirre was arrested September
The state
6th?
has not filed an information on these 2 counts, so he's entitled to an ROR at this time.
Okay.
No info?
No, just hasn't.
No, this is not a no info. Just let them finish talking.
Yes, ma'am.
The only 2 things that Mr. Laguerre should be aware of, one, I would ask that the court keep the no victim contact order in place on these 2 counts. Also, I'm showing he's being held no bond on a separate felony case with 4 counts. So he will remain in custody no matter what the court does.
All right.
This
All right, so Mr. Laguirre, the charges that are before us today, burglary with assault, burglary occupied dwelling, as of today, you were arrested September 6th, the state has not formally filed the charges. This is a
Yes, ma'am.
30-day motion, and so you are entitled to me signing an order releasing you on your own recognizance. It does
Yes,
not
ma'am.
mean that the state cannot file the charges after this. You
Yes, ma'am, I
understand that?
understand.
All right? So I'm also being told that you have other things that are holding you in custody. So even
Yes,
if I
ma'am.
sign this ROR, you may not be going anywhere.
Yes, ma'am. I'm aware.
All right, so knowing all of that, do you still wish me to sign the order granting the ROR today?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor. I would like that.
All right, and so please understand that the no victim contact is still in place.
Yes, ma'am.
No phone calls, no text messages, no third-party contact, all of that is still in place, okay?
Yes, ma'am. No worries. I just would like to address one thing to the court. If it was possible, I have a KPS and I have seen those what's holding me. It was a miscommunication on my part, and I was wondering if, or like, it's kind of beyond me. I've seen my division judge 2 times already. I don't understand why the KPSs haven't been addressed.
Well,
If
I wouldn't,
possible, could
I
you
wouldn't,
address the KPSs?
no, I can't address what's not before me today, and
Yes, ma'am.
that's a question that you need to ask your division judge, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor. I greatly appreciate your time and have a great afternoon.
All right, thank you. Tyler Pierre,
County again, Your Honor.
okay?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre. Mr. Pierre was arrested September 8th.
Yes, Your Honor, and the state has filed an information as presented. It was filed yesterday.
All right, so Mr. Pierre, the state has formally filed the information. What this means is that I am going to deny the ROR, and then you will have to go before your division judge for arraignment, and that should happen soon, okay?
Okay.
All right. Jordan Kelly.
He refused to attend, Your Honor.
All right, so then we'll just delete him.
Well, Your Honor, I do.
What, is this a 30-day motion?
It is, Your Honor, and I would announce for the record, the state did file an information yesterday.
Did file?
Did, yes. Filed 1 count of written threats to kill. There was a change of charge from the aggravated stalking, and 1 count of battery.
All right, I guess he probably knows that. I'll deny the ROR at this time. Thank you. All right, Jim Mayhew.
North Broward.
No, bro.
Has the information been filed on Mr. Mayhew's case?
It has, Your Honor. Charges 1 and 4 were filed. Charges 2 and 3 were declined, and the jail has already updated his, received the information and updated his bonds.
All right, so Mr. Mayhew, the state has formally filed 2 of the charges, and you should be going before your division judge shortly, okay?
Your bond is $1,025, Mr. Mayor.
All right, sir. Barbara Cruz? All right, Ms. Cruz was arrested September 10th.
Information has been filed today, Your Honor.
Has been filed?
It has been charged as presented.
All right, so Ms. Cruz, you will be appearing before your division judge for arraignment shortly because the state has filed the charges, okay? All right, Chantrella Johnson,
You have to be medical reset.
medical reset. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Avery Lawrence,
No problem.
Hey, good morning, Judge. How you doing?
good afternoon, Mr. Lawrence.
How you doing?
Mr. Lawrence was arrested October 7th.
Yes, Your Honor. He was arrested on a felony theft and false ID. Your Honor, kept the bond at $750 on the theft, and Devin, correct me if I'm wrong, the bond was set at the false ID to $500, and that's because, Your Honor, this was a theft of just under $400 at Macy's. Allegedly, Mr. Lawrence gave a false name of Adrian Brown, and he has a history of giving false ID and theft. He just pled out August 27th using false name ID and 2 counts of resisting a merchant. Grand theft July 23rd of this year. Felony theft from last year that was pled out July 23rd. Theft 2017. Felony theft 2017. Felony theft 2017. Grand theft 2017. Theft 2017. Theft 2017. Nothing further.
Right, so Mr. Lawrence, I'm leaving your bonds in place.
Judge, Mr. Lawrence did indicate to me that he does have a place to stay. He's been living with his mom his entire life. He does have a GED. I understand certainly not his first time to have contact with the criminal justice system. He has given me his mom's number. I have not been able to confirm with his mother whether or not he would be able to stay with her. Mr. Lawrence indicated to me that he would, but that she does not have any money to post a bond to get him out on a monetary bond. So I'd ask the court to consider pretrial release.
I'm gonna deny that this time, okay? All right, Cedric Thompson.
This is a second look, Your Honor, on a possession of burglary tools and loitering or prowling. You may recall the allegations are an officer observed Mr. Thompson walking between vehicles. He discovered in Mr. Thompson's left front pocket was a flathead screwdriver with a bent tip. A pair of blue gloves was located in the front passenger seat of his vehicle, along with a head-worn light and a tire plug tool. He gave a statement post Miranda that he was in the area to attempt to steal gas containers from vehicles. He does have a history of burglary. 2017, possession of PVP, 15-month state prison. 2017, dealing in stolen property, burglary, conveyance, false ownership info on a pawn item, 15-month state prison. 2 counts of battery, 2016. Burglary and theft, 2010, 19 months. Burglary, conveyance, grand theft, 2010, 19 months. Burglary, conveyance, 2010, 19 months. Burglary, conveyance, and theft, 09, the VOP, 19 months.
Judge, I do realize he has a record, but he's been here his whole entire life. He lives in North Lauderdale with both his mother and grandmother and his children. Right now, his mom nor his grandmother are in a position to post his monetary bond. He is works side jobs whenever he can. I initially asked for pretrial release. At this time, what I'm going to be asking judges for the court to consider releasing Mr. Thompson on level 2 pretrial.
All right, I'll grant that.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. All right, James Saunders, isn't he?
What happened was you handled these charges yesterday afternoon.
Right.
Then he got add charged with the 4th count, and you signed the NA order this
Okay.
morning. So,
All right,
Mr. Reading and I suspected that this was.
thank you. All right, everyone. All minds are clear. I think that's the end of our afternoon docket.